Hi everybody, this is Cheryl and today is Tipsy Tuesday. And today I'm going to do something special. Today I'm going to tell you all the tips that was left in the comment section on our previous Tipsy Tuesday episodes. So, starting with episode 1, which was the junk mail, I had 2 tips that I wanted to share with you. One was from Pennsylvania Prepper, and she said, I use to shred the paper and use it as mulch around tomato plants, covered with a bit of grass clippings, and I've also put it in compost, avoiding, like you said, the glossy type paper. Now I either bury it under the mulch with cardboard or burn it with the wood burner and use the ashes in the garden. Some good tips there. I did not, I had thought about mulch, but I did not present it, and but that is a very, very good tip. Paper and cardboard is one thing that's used in mulch and compost piles and stuff. Now, the other one was an interesting one because Canterbury Trails Farm left this comment, and they said, love newspapers, so many uses, and one-sided blank paper junk mail we reuse for printing things on they homeschool. And this was the interesting one, she said, we turn junk mail envelopes, the ones they want you to send back, they turn them inside out, re-glue, and they use it as a new envelope. That is very smart. That is very smart. Okay, so the next one is, this is for episode 2, the bread trick that I done with the bread bag. And I hope I say this right. Essayons Family Garden. Rob said, great Tipsy Tuesday, ma'am. Love this one. We just use a simple bread box to store bread, but will freeze any getting close to the expiration date. And that is a very good one. And you know, we do sometimes when we get bread on sale, we will freeze it, and we like to use it to make French toast or anything with like breadcrumbs or anything like that. And that is, freezing bread is a really good idea. What was the other one, Angel? Modern Refugee? No, for the bread one.
Yeah.
I don't see his.
Should be near the bottom.
Oh. Okay. Modern Refugee. Now, this has nothing to do with bread, but this was an awesome tip. I like this. And he said, okay, here is a tip off the top of my head. If SHTF happens and it's not winter, here is a way to warm some water. Take a couple of gallon Ziploc bags and fill them with water and put them in a black garbage bag. Then lay them flat in the sun. It will warm the water enough to do dishes or take a sponge bath. Great, great tip. Great tip. Nothing to do with bread, but that is an awesome tip. That is very good. Okay, and the third episode was the plastic bags. Now, there was quite a few comments on this one. I hope I get them all called out. Kayfabe, Pennsylvania Prepper, and Tennessee Bull all said that they use plastic shopping bags for trash can liners, which we also do that too. And I think a lot of people do, but we tend to forget that that is an important thing to do. And so use them for waste can liners. Now, Dawn and her mother from Soggybottom Homestead had said that they use them, they roll them up and put them in their storm bag, in their storm emergency bags. And when I thought this was, okay, and when I was talking to him, I think this was the one, when I was talking to him, I thought, you know, something that I did not show you all that I should have, was when I was getting ready for that tip, one of the things I did is I had so many bags. And so I had rolled some up, and I have stuffed this paper towel roll with bags to put in my pet bug out bag, because you never know when you're going to need a bag to clean up after your pets. And this would be handy to go in a vehicle, you know, store them and all kinds of stuff, you know. The other thing was I had even stuffed them in toilet paper rolls. And the thing with the toilet paper rolls, you can't get as many in there, and, you know, it's not as handy as the, I mean, they're smaller, yes, but you get more bags in the paper towel roll. So yes, rolling them up. Now, along with that, Uncle Al had, and he done a video on this, he had talked about making his bags into a triangle, and he actually did a video on it. He actually showed how. Now, I worked on doing this because his bag was a little bit different design than the ones I have, and I had to work on it a little bit to get it right. But what I did was I simply flattened the bag, fold it in half like this, and then I rolled it up. Okay, let's see if I could put this down here. I just rolled it up tight to where it would be as small as I could get it, and then making it flat, because his bag was a little flatter. Can you move that phone, please? His bag was a little flatter and a little bit more, didn't seem to be as big as these. Then I took the handle end of it and I folded it down, because I found that when you have that handle up, it doesn't fold up as nice. And most of you are going to know how to do this. Anybody who has made a little paper football, remember when you used to make the little paper footballs in school? Okay, so then all you do is you just start folding it like you would a paper football. Fold it into a triangle like this, and as soon as Uncle Al said that to me, I was like, I think I know what he's talking about. And then he done his video, and I was like, yep, that's exactly what I thought. And it's really cool, because you just fold it, you keep folding it into a triangle like this, and I'm having issues with it wanting to fold right. There we go. And you know, you want to kind of keep it tight, because if you don't, then you're going to have issues with with it popping out. There we go. It's not, and it is a little difficult, but I'm going to tell you something. This is well worth it. Then you take it and you just stuff it into the little fold, just like that, and you make a little triangle. And I had tried this several times. You can make them a little bit bigger, but these are so handy. And I really like this idea, because you can put so many. I mean, look at this. I got all these, and it's a little stack. You can stick them anywhere. You can put them in your bug out bag, your pocket. You know, Uncle Al said he carried like 20 of them in his pocket. Great, great, great idea. Love it. All right. Okay, number 4. Episode 4 was the cloth shopping bags. Shovelhead 8. And I'm not going to read all of this. But he did say he had never thought of the box thing, but he was going to start looking for some. That's where you put the ramen noodle box down inside your cloth shopping bag. He said, but I keep bags under the back seat of my Jeep so I never forget them. I have some with handles so long they practically drag the ground when I'm carrying them. And, you know, he's exactly right. You want to keep your bags, your shopping bags, wherever, whatever vehicle you use for shopping, or you can keep them in all your vehicles. You can get shopping cloth shopping bags from anywhere. You can get them from the stores pretty cheap. I know the Walmart ones and the not Aldi, Dollar General ones are only $1, and you can pick them up at thrift stores. You can make them. There's all kinds of ways. So yeah, buy extra. Keep them stored in your vehicle. Keep them stored in your bag. We keep some in our backpacks. So when we're out and about, if we need a bag, we've got extras in our bag. All right. So the next episode was, what episode are we on? You took my clipboard. Where's my clipboard? Thank you. Okay, episode 5 was the socks. Okay, so the first one was Soggybottom Homestead, and she was talking about making a sock monster, but she's going to use different textures. Now, using different textures is awesome for kids, because that's one of the things that they teach children, is how to use different textures. And I thought that was a really good idea. And I'm looking forward, I suggested she done a video on it, so I'm looking forward to that. And Wee Wee's World said that when her Chihuahua was a baby, a puppy, she actually used a sock, a child sock, as a sweater for her Chihuahua. And she said, I just cut the toe out of the sock and cut little front leg holes. There you go. Yeah, and you could even a little bit bigger, if you used a bigger sock, you could make one for an older, little bit older dog, but you know, small dogs, of course, but that's a good idea to make a sweater out of, especially those little dogs, because they get cold in the winter. So that is a very, very good idea. The last one that I had was from Above and Beyond Drones, and he said that the socks work wonders on cleaning chrome. That he said for cleaning motorcycles, especially, the chrome work. And he's right. The sock, with all of those, you know, you've got to get in those little crevices and all that. And yeah, the sock on your hand, you're going to get all around in there. So that is a really good tip for that. Now, for that that episode, I had made a couple of things, and I wanted to show you the finished. Here is the little red apple that we made during that episode, and this is going to go into my drawing when we have our drawing for the giveaway for 250 subscribers. So this is going to be one of the things that goes into the drawing. And then we also made the little green one to match my big red one, you know, that I've got already. And for the top of this sock, I said, don't throw it away, you can use it for something. Well, I made a little caterpillar. And all I did was I done a running stitch. Here's one end of the sock. I done a running stitch, pulled it tight, done another running stitch. I filled it with fiber fill, but I also put some dry rice in here to make it sit a little better. Tied the other end, and then I just tied some yarn around to make it sectioned, and we drew the face on and glued the little caterpillar. Now, I would not let my pet play with this because, number one, there's rice in here. And, of course, the little things. I wouldn't even let a little kiddo play with this because of the string and the little antenna. This is for decoration. But there's lots of things you do. This gives you an idea. Okay. That is it. Like I said, you know, there's lots of things you can do with this stuff. I love the idea that you guys are putting tips out there. About every 6th episode, more if we need to, but about every 6th episode we're going to do tips. There were other tips in that was listed in there that I did not mention, but those were the ones that stood out the most to me. Remember your tried and true ones, like Anna Lee Brown had mentioned. Yeah, do a shopping list on the back of the envelope. Yeah, that is a very good tip. We all do that. You know, but yeah, put your tips in there, and when we have a next episode, you all can maybe featured on our next viewers episode. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope you got some good use out of all this, and you all have a nice day. Bye.